Now, there's no music this week because I had to format the card this morning. It was playing Silly Buggers.
It's one thing after the other. It's very dead sounding without the music.
It's
Don't try. You're not going to come close.
I'm sorry.
Welcome
to Film Guffs.
This is it's like turning on the Cannon and Ball show, and there's no the theme.
There's no.
It's like
theme.
a low without.
Now,
it's like Tales with Unexpected.
Is this
without,
you apologising because you hate the theme tune and now you're missing it?
Oh no, I'm not.
Apology accepted.
I wouldn't go that far.
Apology accepted.
Go that far.
This week, Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak.
Now,
this is peak bullshit.
There's going to be a disagreement.
Remember peak practice?
No,
it's about like GPs in the peaks.
Oh,
peak
right,
district.
yeah, okay, yeah, I think I know what you mean.
That's better than this film.
No.
The one thing it's got going for it, it's got a subtle score. The score's nice.
The score.
Orchestral.
It's not orchestral. It's 5 orchestras going at once.
Oh, what?
They go for it with this.
This is the dying embers of filmmaking of its kind. Practical special effects.
I actually made notes about that.
Miniatures.
Oh, wait. This
Great miniature work.
I am going to say it right at the start of the show.
Mm-hmm.
The special effects on this are better than Star Wars, Avatar combined.
This is better than Volcano.
No, okay.
You remember how there's always two, people don't know this, but there's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. But on the same month, they released another Robin Hood film called, I think it's just called Robin Hood.
With Patrick Bergman,
who's now in EastEnders.
What?
Patrick Bergman was in EastEnders playing an Irish hoodlum.
I've never seen EastEnders, but that's
he's
a
got
surprise.
He's got a pork pie hat, a walking cane, and an Irish burr. That's him now.
That's bizarre.
He's in Sleeping with the Enemy.
Yes.
The ultimate incel movie. It's a nightmare.
She got away too easily, I felt.
Well, she had to throw herself off a super yacht and swim for shore. I think a lot of your girlfriends will have done that.
The only thing in that film that got her that she was sneaky about is that she learned to swim. This was like Rolf Harris teaching you to swim.
She flushed her wedding ring down the kludgy. If she just put it in her pocket, she was very organised, but she made some fatal errors.
She did.
She should have throttled her own mother as well. The mother gave her away. Weak. Dante's Peak,
1997.
So okay.
I remember going to the pictures to this yesterday.
Oh no, I didn't go to the cinema to see this.
It's wonderful. I don't know where you're getting this
Dante's
from.
Peak, the second most popular town in America with a population under 20,000.
Yeah,
put that on your poster.
It's a very specific.
What was Dante? Because they say Wagbo, Bear Wagbo. She says they spent 8 years rebuilding Dante's Peak.
Isn't it a wando?
Who cares? But what was Dante's Peak's industry? I think it was a one industry town. I think
volcanic dust.
No, bog roll. It had the water.
It did,
and it had the forests.
I had a lot of wood. That's the door shut. Both shut herself.
Yeah, I think it was a bog roll factory.
Oh.
And that closed down. Closed down.
People weren't wiping their arses anymore.
People just stopped wiping their arses. And then they had to turn it into like a touristy thing. There's something mildly fascistic about it.
She rebuilt it,
Wagbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, how can I put it? It's a town of one tone.
Yeah. They're like a good festival.
Yeah.
It's like so the volcano is like Jaws.
Yes.
But this time the mayor's actually like, God, this volcano's maybe got to be worried about. It's a town council that's corrupt.
This is what I like in this. Mm-hmm. Linda Hamilton plays Rachel Wando. She's
a very soft performance. This isn't the hardness of Terminator 2.
This is right. And she actually comes across like she does care. And instead of, I'm a single mum and all this, she is juggling kids.
She's juggling them.
Yeah.
There's too much of the kid shit.
She comes across like she really didn't want those kids. She actually says it 3 times in the film.
But they are appalling.
They're terrible.
She's like a Lib Dem.
They'll be in their mid-30s.
She's like a Lib Dem. She's like Joe Swinson.
Yeah, she's very...
but with a heart.
Very pastel-y.
Uh-huh. She's got that hair she's stuck with.
Oh, she loved that. I think her hair's naturally...
She just tweaked that hair.
It goes straight up about 2 inches, then she has to work with it.
She's got what's called a coos lick.
That's it. So, when we first see We start
in the middle of bleak.
Everyone's screaming. People are on fire.
Well, I like that because it's like
sure.
It's Piers looking handsome, fraught by handsome.
Right now, I've put in this film. He cannot act. He doesn't care, but he is smouldering.
Yeah,
his eyes
smoulders. He's got an intensity that's beyond acting.
But we all forget that he got famous for just being smouldering.
Remington Steele.
Yes, he couldn't act.
I think he was a model though, wasn't he? And then he made Remington Steele.
So he just smoulders.
And that stopped him from getting the nod for a Bond initially.
That's right.
And then he got the Bond when he was a little bit stewed. He was a little bit...
Yeah.
He always blinks when he fires a gun.
They're scary. So, he's trying to escape. Yes. Okay, he's trying to escape this volcano in South America or something.
No, I wrote it.
Okay, let's hear
the horror in far-off Umbrella Land. It's like a nondescript...
Yes.
It's basically saying volcanoes and disasters happen abroad.
Yes.
But Dante's Peak, it's coming to little town America. That's the hook. That's the hook.
Is picking on you now. Yeah.
We're all on different bits of the mantle.
Oh, right.
Dundee's on a good mantle. Like solid under your feet. It's the stuff on top of it that's a bit dodgy. But some places are a paradise, but underneath it's just festering with magma and volcanoes.
Yellowstone.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. His wife gets killed.
Now,
Marion!
Should I have laughed? Because
I thought she was having indigestion, but she'd been hurt by a big Rice Krispie.
And the rocks were terrible, weren't they? They were just polystyrene on fire.
There was rain. You're like, God, I'm going to drown here. No, you won't. You'll be hit by a giant lava bomb. A lava bomb.
Hits her in the head through the top of the truck.
And she just slumps.
She shakes. She does a shake. And he goes, Marion.
Right. Everything's going tits up, but there's a theme in this. Let's hang on and look at the computer screen. What good are you doing?
No, this is... No,
you
don't use computers.
He's like this to Marion. Let's get out of here. She's like, no information. No information.
There was a guy taking pictures, a volcanologist of Mount St. Helens, and he took pictures as the flow was coming towards him. And they were able to see these pictures for the first time and understand the flow in different ways.
Did he die?
He died badly.
There was a couple who were the big volcanologists, and they were killed by the pyroclastic flow. They just tried to outrun. You can't outrun it.
No, it's 250 miles an hour, and they're like, floor it. Doesn't work.
No, you're not going to get out of there.
You're in trouble.
It would be quick.
So I think getting the data at the last second is vitally important. So I think I've noticed it.
They like to see. This is a religious film. They keep going on about, let's see God's big show.
There's always a mention of that. Yeah, I'm
not very scientific.
Not very good.
No, he's like a Pierce is like a. He's called Dalton in this.
He's Dalton.
Another Dalton.
Harry Dalton.
He's like a 1970s pullover model.
Yes.
You can imagine him in a window.
Yeah.
Just standing there like a mannequin.
But a smouldering.
God, he's smouldering. What a head of hair.
He smoulders more than the fucking volcano in this.
Yeah.
He just smoulders.
The heat coming off him is superior to that of the Earth's crust.
Yeah. And on top of that, he doesn't give a damn. All the way through this film, he just...
There's something vaguely psychopathic about him.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
He just... Yeah. I thought he just phoned it in a bit, but you feel he's a bit of a killer.
I think he's a... No, I didn't think he phoned this in. This is his only hit outside Bond.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. He...
The score at the start, as you said...
I loved it.
It's got everything in it. Every style of
just
film, just
flute,
everything.
Woodwind, trombone,
tambourines.
It cuts forward to 4 years later, and
which I hate.
He's having some kind of energetic exercise wank.
It's and it's high speed.
But he's looking at He's looking at Marion's picture.
That's right. And how does he get that sexual tension out? Press ups.
He's got a plug in him. He's not had it.
No.
We'll get to that
later.
Oh. And then Paul phones him.
Paul
Callahan from Charles Callahan from The Thing. He's there basically. What I find Pierce Brosnan's a good looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got Harry Callahan, old Paul in it, basically to make Pierce look even better looking. But they don't need him. They could have had a very good-looking boss.
Pierce Brosnan, he is. He's going to smolder. Shit, I got something in my eye. He is just smouldering without any help. And then Paul has this. Did you notice his earlobe? He's got one massive weird
Yeah,
earlobe.
he's got a weird lobe.
That's
He's got a thick head of hair.
It's a very.
He's got
good
a face like. Remember, you used to get those.
a melted welly.
Yeah, you used to get those things for your pickled onions. Remember, you used to get a thing of beet. It had a beetroot, but it had a face on it, and an onion that had a face on it. 1970. He's got a face like one of those things.
No.
He's like a boggle.
What the fuck are you
And
talking
in the
about?
1970s, you used to get these little things for keeping your pickled beetroot in, and it
Right.
was like a little comedy beetroot with a face, and there was one with an onion. No.
No.
We lived in quite a posh house. I went to grammar school.
I could see
Did
that.
you just eat your pickled onions out of the jar?
Yes.
Oh God, you're uncouth.
The only time the pickled onion was elevated above the jar is when I had a cocktail stick through it, a bit of cheese.
Did you have a lazy Susan?
Are you talking about my neighbour?
You had the different sections with the beetroot, the pickled onion, the cheese, the ham.
It was in
And then
Tupperware.
you made up your own.
Yeah.
You used it wasn't a cocktail stick. You had a tiny little baker-like handled fork. Remember them?
No, we had cocktail sticks.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Fucking snobs. I hate the posh with your council estate. Fuck's sake.
He's sweaty.
Yes.
He's mental and handsome. Anything he does in this, the key factor is he maintains his handsomeness.
Non-stop. His hair doesn't get out of place
Not
once
an
in
inch.
this.
Not an inch. And I don't think it's got
Pyroclastic
product.
flow hits him in the face and his hair
Hits
is
him in the
perfect.
place.
Wonderful.
Northern Cascades. That's the
Now-
worry. There's a Northern Cascade.
We get to see Dante's Peak. They just cut it and it pans up. But it's like 5 times bigger than Everest.
It's looming.
It just goes on
Holy
and on
shit.
and on. And
It's like the town out of Rambo, First Blood.
yes,
Just one street,
yeah,
Some
very
shops.
small,
everybody's kind of wearing gingham.
but above it,
It
this mountain.
looms.
Now this
It's
is,
like Mount Fuji.
but 5 times
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah.
Now this is a matte painting, beautiful.
As
This
beautiful.
is the start of the special effects. It blends seamlessly.
Oh, aye.
Beautiful. I'm so impressed with this film with effects, and we'll get into that.
It doesn't look much like a kind of volcano. Maybe I'm not very... Because it's got a peak.
Yeah,
But then when they actually helicopter up there's a giant crater.
and
at
it's
the
a
top.
completely different
It's a
kind
different-
of geology.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. See, the reality in this is not as good as the special effects.
Yeah. He's... I wrote it was a mildly fascistic shitville town.
It's fair enough. Yeah.
There's a lot of social constraint in that place.
Yes.
You have to keep up with the neighbours. The picket fence will have to be well painted, or Wagbos coming round with a cease and desist order.
Wando.
Okay, Wando. What a weird name, Mayor Wando.
Wando. Isn't Wando a Chinese god? Of I think it's a Chinese god of food, of some kind of food.
Well, she is quite generous.
She does give out coffees for free.
They're speaking about the competition they won,
Yeah.
and the local character, he says, some piece of crap in Austin, Montana. Who cares? So they didn't win. They came second.
Came second.
But the streets are awash with people celebrating.
And so they should.
Do you think so?
Absolutely.
Remember when Dundee almost won City of Culture? But it came second.
I think we
There
came
wasn't
in 8th
street-
and there was 7 entries.
There wasn't street parties.
No.
Where was the town that won it? It was at Huddersfield.
It would be some
It was some
shithole.
place you thought, geez, are we not even as good as them?
We were never going to win City of Culture.
Seemingly we were doing too well.
I don't
We
believe
don't have
that.
a Wagbo though.
I don't believe
We don't have
that.
a Mayor Wagbo. Who's our mayor? We don't have a mayor.
Well,
We've got a Lord Provost.
I think there was a problem with the European City of Culture, is that we're leaving Europe.
We're not entitled to that now.
And we weren't entitled to get the award because we would have got it after we left Europe. So even though Dundee spent a lot of money really petitioning for it,
Oh,
we couldn't possibly win.
we're no Dante's Peak.
We don't have a mountain.
We could do with a bit of flow and clean
We
the
do
streets
have
up.
we do have a hill.
It is volcanic.
It
It was
is.
a form of
Well,
volcano.
it's kind of a, you know when you sneeze and you fart?
Yeah,
That's the fart.
yeah.
That's the bubble in the gut. That's
Yeah,
all it was. It
it's-
never
it's not
erupted or
much.
anything. But it is a little bump.
It's a little bump.
And
You can
a
walk
lot
to
of
the-
murder's been on it.
A lot of bodies.
A lot
of body parts up there.
Oh, God.
She. What do you think of Linda Hamilton's silk blouse?
That silk blouse is an unusual choice.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking
And she's
about
got a
it.
pearl necklace as well.
I wasn't going to say because I'm a man of class. This silk blouse, I was like, this is unusual, but it's not. Here's why. Her day job is she runs a little cafe.
Oh, I thought she ended up serving coffee after she got sacked. But
No.
Fucking up. No,
that's her day job. And
the
best thing she owns. So she's a working class, normal person who's wanting to do good for her town.
Her business is shit 'cause she just gives away coffee.
I know, she gives it. She doesn't sell any. But the best item of clothing she has is a shitty old blouse, and that's what she wears.
That's her mayor outfit.
That's to show that she's not.
She's keeping everybody waiting.
She's not a true
politician.
There's
some investors coming in to build something in the town.
You didn't mention the magazine it was from. The award that the town got, it was from Money Magazine. Now that someone's just wrote that and said we'll change the name later, but it's from Money Magazine.
It's about money. I don't think that'd be a good read.
No. So investors,
right,
coming to the town,
and they could get scared off. They're flighty like horses. They can scare.
A crisp packet on the ground in front of a horse will make it bolt. Yeah. They're the same. Packet of skips, they're off.
What are they bringing to the thing? Because Dantes Peak's
a factory.
It's a bit hemmed in. Yeah, there's not much It's sheer drop with forest. It's surrounded by water. There's one way in and one way out.
There's 12 people that live in the town, but there are 2 major elevated highways that collapse at one point, and you're like, why are they? Because they collapse.
Oh dear. Safe and beautiful, and it's great for raising a family.
Yeah,
not really.
There's nothing there.
It proves later on it's not.
It's not a great place.
No. The best bit in the film, is the hot springs.
Hot springs.
Sex soup.
I put
sex soup. They're like a couple of pork.
Kissy, boiling shenanigans.
I've farted in the bath.
It had the same effect, burning the skin off your legs.
Here's one.
Yeah.
If you fart in the bath, if you pop the bubble before it surfaces, there's no smell.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Don't let that bastard get to the surface.
But I've noticed when it does get to the surface, there's
hotter.
A chemical reaction, and it doesn't smell like you. You're
but bath farts
I've thrown up in the bath.
are a shocker.
They're terrible.
Have you ever done a wet fart in the bath?
No, I've never done that.
Oh, okay. And neither have I. I'm just checking. You had that look about you.
No.
They're cooked alive.
Oh,
it's
and it cuts away.
Was he in?
I think he was in.
Was he in?
The one part of the body that survived. It was protected.
You meet Wagbo's daughter. She's precocious and fucking it. Both of them,
they don't work for me.
Need them.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Stop it.
It was. They even done it at one point where they had a dog, and that's all you're adding this emotional.
I love the dog.
Right, we'll move on.
I love the dog. She's a feisty woman. Now she goes. She meets Dalton, and is an instant, overpowering sexual attraction. It's overpowering.
I would be the same with him.
She wants him, he wants her.
Yeah, it's just
she's more into him than he is into her.
She's got the very middle-aged woman aggression in her.
She's like, "Hi, Harry." She kind of practices what she's going to say to him.
Yeah,
she's like,
she's maybe looked him up.
So she goes to pick up. Is a son called Graham?
I don't know,
but he's in some place, bunker, sniffing glue and wanking with his mates.
He's in a mine.
With these two slightly older pals.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot going on.
There's going to be a lot of therapy for him when he's older.
Because he's got a den. But that den stinks.
Oh, it'd be terrible.
But something's going to happen in that bunker later on.
Well, they kind of point it out.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the entrance to the mine is in the middle of the town. It's just like beside some houses.
Yeah, we really need to beautify. We've really made Dantes Peak's looking great. What about that sex glue sniff dungeon place over there that looks like Hitler spent his last hours there? Oh, we'll leave that.
Just leave it. It's fine.
Could we paint it pink?
No,
just leave it.
Leave it with lots of warnings over it.
Leave it with warnings. Asbestos. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, he's caught. So the smoky quartz thing happens. He pulls the smoky quartz out of his arse.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, because it's all about geology.
Yes.
She says to him, "You're a geologist." He says, "No, not quite. I'm a volcanologist."
Yeah.
Because volcanologists, would you say that's the sexiest of the sciences?
Well, there's a lot of lava.
Yeah.
Magma.
Guys that deal with sharks.
Yeah.
And guys that deal with volcanoes. That's
I know
the top
what that's
two.
like, because I used to lay astroturf. So you get the same sort of women.
Do you?
No.
I would imagine women who need astroturf.
I don't think a human spoke to me in the time I ever put astroturf on the ground.
Were there a lot of elderly golf-playing women with varicose veins?
No, there was no one there. Any time I'd ever put astroturf
Have you ever tried to pick
down,
dog shit off astroturf?
No.
It's despicable. It's worse than it comes away from grass.
Yeah.
Doesn't come away from AstroTurf. Because it's like Velcro-y.
Yeah, it's very tough.
Yeah, the mother-in-law, she's ghastly.
She's
a
I don't
bitter
like her.
person.
She's
annoying.
I've known people like that, so I think that could be accurate.
Yeah, but she's living in some little shithole.
Dalton at this point, Pierce Brosnan, he's supposed to be sort of charming.
Oh no, he's not.
With the kids, he's talking.
Oh, the interaction with the kids is fucking awful.
Weird. That's where I think he phoned it in. He didn't even want to speak to fucking kids on this set.
Don't work with children and animals. And they're like, you've got fucking kids and a dog.
And a dog.
I told you.
And a volcano.
It's in my fucking contract. Could you do some cutesy like magic tricks with them?
Oh, I was cringing. But you know what? He's too handsome to emote. When he looks at the kids the same way he looks at the mayor.
Yeah.
So he's like that to the mayor. He's the eyes are half closed. And he looks at the kids and he's the same at them. And you're like, oh, dude, don't do that.
Yeah, he's always got his jaw's always gritted. He's like,
when he turns his head, right, it's like you just said, it's the blue steel. They're like that. There's a sound and he goes, and then there's a sound over this way. He's just fucking handsome, that cunt.
He's like a man panther.
Oh, God. But he smells delightful.
Yeah. He's all about the acidity of the water.
That's very
He's
important.
Always like, yeah.
Acid.
Hydrochloric. The science in this is patchy. There's dead trees. He's like, when did those trees die? They're like, fuck,
last year stuff
doesn't matter. Yeah.
But you could see in his eyes, his smouldering blue eyes, he's suspicious. He's starting to go, this mountain's up to fucking shit.
Well, he did see the love of his life killed by a big sugar puff. A big flaming sugar puff from the sky.
A big flaming
he should have maybe
You're talking about my mate Dave, aren't you?
He should have maybe gone to do some other thing. But he's the best.
He is
Paul
the best.
knows it.
He says, you're the best.
Yeah, you're the best.
I'm the best.
You're a pain in the arse, but you're
the best.
God, you're the best. You're the best.
You don't listen to authority.
Do you like...
He does.
Then the best. There are some really sinister fucking scenes in this. So they go to the Gran. The kids get their swimming costumes in for the hot
springs. Yeah.
But it's just hot springs. If it was a tourist thing, you would have some cabins or something.
Yeah, it'd be.
But it's just hot springs.
Just hot springs.
And there's dead maggoty squirrels.
The squirrels. Now I've said the special effects in this are
they're not good.
They're not good.
No, they're not good. And the granny's like, God, they've been dropping all over the place,
falling out the sky.
Have you painted that Buddha?
I did.
Jesus Christ!
Do you not think that's prettier?
It kind of looks like your bell end now.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, Jesus! Not mine. My colours go the other way around.
Oh, does it? Well, let's see.
I thought it would.
You've got too much time.
Hold
in
on.
your hands.
I thought it'd be creative.
Yeah, you go look at that. Look, oh, wonderful!
Isn't that lovely?
Look at the lobes.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, look, it's still got the wee silver base, so you can see your face in it when you're knocking one off.
Oh, Jesus!
That's good.
I thought
that's good. I just noticed that. That's wonderful.
That's perfect for everyone listening.
You could buy that in the gift shop in Dantes. Would you like the traditional mirror finish, or would you like the slightly effete pink version? The pink one, please. That's a colour of the bodies when they're in the hot pools.
Now,
bobbling a bit with their arses.
Their arses.
Would you not
up.
float
other
face
way
up?
Yeah,
because your arse would weigh you down.
But there is a moment in there where they go to scream and they see the bodies and the wee kids are to run in.
And
Dalton says, dun, and he goes, don't do it. But when he grabs the kid and he goes, stop, he looks
at the
into the middle. He's just handsome. He's just gorgeous.
The bodies were like doner kebab meat.
They were. It didn't look. It wasn't great.
They were just a couple of shop dummies.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Now, the ambulance arrives. The police arrive, and they say, "Do you recognise?" They say, "Do you recognise them?"
Never seen them before.
No,
all you saw was their arses.
Burnt arses. I've never seen that burnt arse.
Maybe Dante speaks a wee bit liberal way. It's maybe a bit. It's traditionally.
This is what these places are like.
My hometown.
This is blue velvet. Your whole street blue velvet.
My hometown is called the Friendly Town.
Oh Jesus!
So they'd recognise you.
All doggers and swingers.
Your scorched earth. Yeah. It's a scorched earth policy.
Oh
no,
God.
No. So they're getting just wheeled off. Now, 2 people have cooked alive.
Yeah.
I would give you pause for thought. But they kind of shrug it off.
Like, these things happen.
Paul thinks, we'll come up.
They're hot springs.
We'll have a look. But other than the dead trees, the acidic water, the cooked backpackers, everything seems fine.
Yeah, he doesn't seem worried. But he does explain.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago, he put a town on alert and they lost all their money.
It's capitalism. He's a capitalist shell.
And nothing happened. And he felt guilty ever since. So he's scared.
Always boils down to the money.
Always.
Okay.
So, Dalton calls a town meeting.
Without authority. He's a rebel. He's not followed the chain of command.
Oh my God.
What a beast.
Handsome.
He's
that hair guides him.
And they believe him.
Astray.
He's like the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
But they're like, okay.
Like, shit, this is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But then his boss comes into town.
Mm-hmm.
Goes, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Dalton, can I speak to you outside? And he puts him in his fucking place.
He does.
Paul tells him, enough of this shit. He goes back in.
He's Burley.
Tells everyone it's all right, and they go, okay, it's better.
Would you ever trust a man in a checked shirt? One of my pals just wears a short sleeve checked shirt at all times, and he has I just don't like it. Suspicious. Who would wear a checked shirt? What business would you need to wear a bank manager? No. You know what I mean?
It's kind of saying
casual.
I'm casual, but I'm still wearing a shirt.
Yeah,
so I'm
I've given
sensible.
up. I've given up on relationships. Because a woman wouldn't pull a check shirt out of the thing and say, put this on tonight, you suit this.
Although a girl in a check shirt is a different story.
You would wear a check shirt if you're eating chicken wings. You know, some food that's going to get down your front and you don't want to leave stains. If you're a messy eater, check shirts are good.
You have too many issues.
I do. But he says, listen guys, he sealed the fate of thousands, Paul, but he says, we'll be bouncing laser beams off it and we'll be measuring gas emissions.
Well, the thing is,
they have a robot. They even have a fucking robot. The robot drives me fucking crazy, man. Spider legs.
Spider legs is a bit cute, don't you think?
No, it's not. It's all, but it's got a personality. It goes, and it looks about.
Yeah, yeah. That was
Boston Dynamics. It ain't.
It's had the cuteness of that.
But Dalton's like, this is an unstable system. There's more deadly gases.
And he goes, you know it. And he shakes his head and his hair stays perfectly still.
And he go on holiday. But he was on holiday.
He was already on holiday.
So he says, you're on holiday. We need you to go to Dante's Peak. No, we need you to
go on holiday again.
Mixed messages, Paul. So Dalton angrily and handsomely packs his luggage. And then he thinks, fuck this.
No, he doesn't. I made a note.
It's
already packed.
He's a meticulous man.
He puts I'm mad, and he puts his suitcase on the thing and puts one t-shirt in it and then closes it. It's already packed. It's that bothered me.
This town's in trouble and I'm the best man you've got. You are the best man you've got.
Yeah.
He's a stare off.
But he decides to stay. Mm-hmm. So he goes to the bar. Oh. And wait, is this the bar part?
No, it's the coffee.
This is the coffee because it's.
I thought the meeting went so badly. They said, you know that you're no longer the mayor, so she just became a barista.
No,
she's
this
a terrible
is a
barista.
job.
She spills boiling coffee on him,
burns him in first two seconds. It's like she's never done this before.
Because it's made out of the water from Dante's Peak, which is manky,
tastes the shit,
cabbagey shite.
Yeah,
it's rotten. Oh, your coffee tastes like rotten eggs.
It's got fucking people in it.
Fuck's a bit of our skin.
Where'd you get your water from? The hot springs.
Oh, there's a squirrel in it, just hanging out of it. Oh,
so
do you want eggplant? She goes, do you like eggplant? Would you like some eggplant parmesan?
Yeah, and he says, for breakfast. She went, no, dinner, you cheeky cunt.
Oh, you dirty bastard.
Fuck's sake, I was a bit forward. You know you're getting it, but don't fucking...
Then we meet the most unpleasant character in the film, the helicopter pilot, who's a mercenary drone technology saw those fuckers off. Good. Now,
you do know this is a character, and helicopter pilots don't take 15 grand just to get someone out of an exploding volcano.
No. But he keeps saying, he'll fly them to the top of the mountain and then just say, we're not going anywhere unless you pay me more.
Yeah, that's
you wouldn't get much of a good business reputation.
He's got a terrible business.
Noel Edmonds is a helicopter pilot.
And he's a cunt.
So he would do shit like that. He pays the price for it, though. They're always... she's quiet. She's quiet. There's nothing happening in this volcano. There's fucking smoke coming out of it.
There is.
It is
and
active.
It shakes and they smell it and there's things dying. But the scenery at this point completely changed to another
That's a different,
place.
yeah.
But
that's a real volcano they've gone
but it's
to.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's
Bleak.
gorgeous.
There's nothing wrong,
Spectacular.
but his gut's telling him otherwise. His gut, and then he does that creepy bit with the kids, the magic with
He goes, "Hey,
this
kids,
extended."
and it goes on too long.
He keeps handing the kids invisible thread and needle,
And then he can't really do it, and
No.
it doesn't.
He should have done the one where you kid on you going through your fingers and you go, "I'm not going to do it because
I could see that.
you'd be mesmerised by it."
Oh right, okay. You're not good around kids, are
I
you?
hate close. No, I'm good with kids.
You're allowed around them now.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
That's
all over with.
I hate close magic. You know that shit. When somebody comes up to you in a bar and goes, "Guys, do you mind?"
I saw David Blaine the other day because he's away to do this new big trick of being attached to balloons and
I thought he
flying
was
away.
done.
And he's going, "Oh, here's a trick, and here's." I would have to say, I'm going to stop you right
Please
now because
stop.
no one fucking cares about
No one
your
cares. Nobody cared
incel
about you
magic.
before. Oh, he's
God.
creepy. The one he was. Oh,
I don't like him. I'd just say, "Go on, fuck off
He's
out
got
of here."
horrible dead eyes.
Yeah,
I reckon he's a pederast. He has
do you
that.
reckon?
Yeah,
He's
I think
got that look.
I'm sure he was cancelled for some of his behaviour, but he seems to have bounced back.
Oh.
Turd. They do the trick. They have a very large glass of wine,
Yes,
and then he explains he had the love of his life, Mary, and she died.
and then she goes,
She
on,
loves
"Oh."
him even more.
Yeah. She's got her face caved in and she's just like splush. But then she goes on a wee bit about her ex.
He's a deadbeat.
Haven't seen him in 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
And he goes, well, looks like I'm in.
He's like that. I'll put up with the kids, but I'll soon pack them off to school.
But
Then I've got Wagbo onto myself.
they go to have sex. Is this the point they go to have sex? And she's forgot how. And he says it's just like riding a bike.
Oh, no,
which I
that's
thought,
later.
Is that later?
Aye.
Oh, right, okay.
No, but still, there's still what the volcano doesn't kick in till halfway through the bloody film.
It's you want to.
No, he
they're
does the
building
most romantic
characters.
thing. They're on the porch and he says, "See that volcano there? If that thing blows, we'll be dead in a minute. The blast will hit you a minute later." Oh,
So we better start
let's,
giving us a wank now.
yeah. get my motor running.
Next day, Rachel brings in some coffee to the crew.
To all of them, and then the crew are annoying.
Oh,
There's the dude.
they've got that
there's the
sort of
cuddly-haired
twister crew.
There's a
Oh.
cuddly-haired guy, and his thing is coffee. He's a coffee snob.
Yeah, he's got
There's
to
the
get it right.
ginger-haired kind of fat guy. He's a tech guy. And he's a bit gropey and problematic.
A little bit.
There's a woman whose name they never really say. She says the fucking obvious.
Yeah,
No, it's not a good.
it's not a
lineup.
good crew.
There's a Chinese dude that's in like quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
He generally plays a senior scientist. Somebody's
he
keeping.
does nothing.
No, he just does nothing.
Just nothing in this.
No, they're all there for the big show.
I put they're a ragtag team of professionals, but they don't look like professionals nor act like it.
No, yeah, very Twisterish. You're right. Twister's a terrible film.
Twister is a great
He
film.
tries to play a trick on her. He says, "Do you ever keep your coffee beans in the freezer?" She's like that. No, it kills oils. He's like,
goes, "That's
she's a
right."
keeper. But they're all obsessed with Dalton's sex life.
Yeah, they're all talking
Dalton
about.
doesn't look like he has any trouble getting himself some sex.
No.
The other people maybe struggle a little bit.
If
So
I
they're
was hanging
living
around
through
with
him
Dalton, I
vicariously.
would bring women to him.
Yeah. You bring women to him so you could maybe get his cast-offs.
Oh, sloppy tenths. I don't
No,
care.
don't care. Just ruin it, Dalton. I don't mind.
Just, you know,
Leave your scent on her. That's fine
if
by
it
me.
looks like a punched nose, I don't care.
So the spider legs.
Ah.
She goes in. She goes in when it's too dangerous for us. Now, I've always said, why would you have a bipedal robot when you can
Yeah.
have a thing like a spider? That makes sense.
It does.
This is absolute garbage.
This
This is sub-robot wars. It's got some wee pistony legs.
Yeah, but they only go straight up and down. There's
Straight.
no searching.
How does it move? It can't. It can't.
The legs only go up and down, and like you say, it's meant to have a bit of character.
Do you know that the robot cost $450,000? And NASA were involved.
What?
That doesn't speak well of NASA's future.
Oh my
does
goodness. What?
Yeah, $450,000. Not the model. They're claiming the robot in reality. Spider.
Oh, I thought you was in the film. They
No,
spent this.
No, a tenner, mate.
A tenner.
It's a
Jesus.
It's a shoebox and some toilet
How's
roll.
we go? This is a scam here. No.
The guy, the ginger-haired guy's obviously fucking it. Without a doubt, he's got a kind of relationship
He's
with
very
it.
close to it.
He's Sean Connery in it a little
Yeah.
bit, kicking it and punching it and stuff.
Angry.
Sean Connery's 90 today.
Oh God. I don't think he'll make any more films.
No, I think he's retired.
I think he's a bit dottled now, eh?
He's called Terry, the ginger-haired guy. His answer to everything is to give it a kick. All tech people are like that.
And see, this is a trope that I'm not a fan of, right? Because when you see someone, you're stuck with a bit of technology, and someone you know knows how to do it, they'll actually talk you through it so you could do it. And like in a film, kick it.
Just give it a kick.
Hate that.
From NASA. Is that what NASA do? Do they give the... a boot? Give it a wee boot.
Yeah.
I hit... remember when I was growing up, TVs were always getting just hit. People would just hit TVs all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Strange.
It would work though.
Mm-hmm.
It would just, you know.
They take the robot up.
And the helicopter, off they go.
Oh yeah, then they go with the robot. Why do they need the I just don't
Now
understand.
the robot gets lowered down.
It's just got a camera on it.
A very gentle incline. And then it goes down about 20 feet. Gets fucking stuck.
Oh, just it doesn't make 20 feet, mate.
Is it not even 20 feet?
No.
10 feet.
Well, you
stuck.
don't see it climb down, I notice.
No, it doesn't move.
Because it can't move.
And then they say that can only go where they can't. It's so dangerous. And they go, right, I'll just go down
I know what happened.
They just walk down.
No, the robot said, fuck you kicking me, I'm going to lure you down. Yeah.
Oh, this is the start of Runaway
This is the shared universe. Yeah. There's
certainly no health and safety.
A polystyrene slide of minor peril. Now they build this up to be really exciting. It's garbage.
It doesn't.
The ginger hair guy gets covered in polystyrene rocks.
Broken leg.
God, that breaks easily. Brittle bones, that guy.
Dalton, at this point,
they leave the robot, spider legs.
He has his sort of overalls on, but the collar's up.
The radios break.
Doesn't work. Radios never work. This is your theory. Radios, they send you mad. Never work.
Send you up.
So he goes, I'm going down for him.
So he abseils down.
And his weird accent.
I noticed the thing's right up his arse.
It's really, I'm sure that was deliberate.
Yeah.
That's to give a good
clutch.
You could just break that
clutch.
out there. All man.
Oh, God almighty.
So he goes down. Saves him.
Manages to get those rocks off him.
Just lifts them. But then what happens?
The helicopter him out.
Yep.
Crotch to crotch.
That's it.
The guy's like that. Up by the time they get... And they don't get wheeled up into the helicopter.
No.
They're on the end of the line in the guy.
It's
ridiculous.
The most... I don't know, the biggest letdown.
But there's only one helicopter pilot.
I feel they just
There's one guy in the helicopter.
Yeah.
How's he operating the winch?
Technical.
You need a guy...
Science. No, it's...
enthusiasm.
I thought they went, right, let's do this exciting scene.
No,
halfway through they went, this is bullshit.
This whole
and
film...
they just gave up.
The whole film's just filler until they get to the actual
explosion.
volcano. Everything else is just...
It's so... every scene in this, they start off well and go, I'm bored. And they just stop it. And then they just go into the next thing.
Yeah.
It just, everything loses puff halfway through the scene.
Puff. That should be the tagline for the film. Yeah. They were tectonic. They were not tectonic. They were
Holy shit, you having a stroke?
Magmatic.
Oh.
That's the magma.
Okay, magma.
You've got 48 hours to prove yourself correct. Arbitrary 48 hours. There's been a guy. There's been dead squirrels.
Yes.
Acidic water.
A lot of that.
People cooked alive. They've been up there. They've lost the robot to the landslide earthquake, and they're like, I don't think there's a big problem here. What more evidence do they need?
More. Because someone might lose their job.
Yeah. No evidence. There's no evidence. And then he tells the tale about the frog.
The boiling frog. Now, this
isn't a recipe for frog soup. This is a recipe for disaster.
Now, the thing with the frog, this is like in a film where they're trying to explain black holes or, and they say a bit of paper.
It's layman's terms.
Push the pencil through every fucking time. I hate that.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing.
You didn't like Johnny Morris. Not Johnny Morris. Johnny Ball reveals all.
I love Johnny Ball. Not anymore.
He simplified everything.
Well, that made me happy.
Yeah, until he thinks that global warming's a conspiracy.
Oh, he's a bit of a cunt now, eh?
Yeah.
I did love him when I was a kid, though.
So did I.
He was wonderful. So, at this point,
he
wants to play pool. and he's playing pool in front of everyone, and he's playing, like snooker. You're looking confused, No, but he's playing it, and
he's watching it. It's like the bar out of Under Siege. No, on Deadly Ground.
Deadly Ground. Yeah, and he's so handsome in this. He progressively gets more and more handsome through this film until a little bit of dirt gets on him. Amazing. So, at this point, Wando is seeming really upset she has children, because once again she mentions, I've got
they're getting
fucking
in the way.
Kids.
But she had the perfect opportunity to get rid of them later, but she chooses to.
She could have just let the volcano eat them, but no.
Yeah. Coffee and pool playing. I like his character a wee bit, because he kind of goes with his gut. And he's all in his gut. But it's not.
That's what heroes do.
It's like it's like you've ever had irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, I get that all the time.
He has a kind of irritable IVS, irritable volcano syndrome. He just knows. He just fucking knows.
That's what real heroes do. They don't use science.
No, they don't use science. That's a problem.
Yeah.
It's his gut. I wrote this movie is mostly pre-cum. Volcanic pre-cum. You just, come on!
Just go. Oh, look. I've put, at this point, you've said just come on with a pre-cum. At this point, you know the mountain's going to blow up. Just get on with it.
Just go on with it. Well, it's actually like their romance. Because they have a really sad relationship.
Is this a theory?
They have a very chaste middle-aged romance.
They do.
They've got she's got a very square-looking babysitter. That was disappointing. I always like kind of babysitters.
Look, could we just move on?
But both are sexually bunged up.
They are.
Neither of them have had sex.
They both have a plug.
They've got volcanic plugs. And it's them and the volcano. It's all interconnected.
God.
They're not tectonic. They're ghoulies.
This is a great theory.
Their nethers aren't tectonic. They're magmatic. They're magnetic.
This whole... Are you alright?
Yeah.
This volcano
it's them.
all about middle-aged relationships.
It's middle-aged.
And you've still got to have sex.
It's the first
she
time...
She actually mentions at this point...
It's the first time middle-aged people copulate.
They start going for it. And she goes, it's been a while. And he goes, don't worry, it's just like riding a bike. Which he refers to her as a bike.
Then
the cousin, it was known as the sort of...
so did I.
The bike,
we all do. We all do. Then they go for a nice... a post-coitus glass of water.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit murky looking.
It comes out like snot.
Right. If you turned on the tap, surely you get some clean water, then dirty water. But it immediately just comes out dirty.
TV science.
That happened in my hometown. Some frogs got into the water supply.
Right.
And the filtration system didn't work. So when you opened the tap, frog spawn came out. And
God,
frog
I bet
eyes.
You were delighted.
I was. But up in the Highlands of Scotland, after a heavy rain, the water's peaty.
Yeah, it goes brown.
But it tastes nice.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not bad for you.
Remington Steele, the handsome detective, the sulphurous water supply. He becomes detective. It's fantastic. Paul, who's not really believed him, he wakes up. Paul's just lying on his side, quietly having a diabetic wank, teasing out of himself, milking himself. And he wakes him up, runs him a glass of water, and that's all the evidence. That was a tipping point.
He goes, shit,
Jesus Christ! Bad. I'm not washing my pre-cum balls and fucking dirty
dead people,
eggy water,
gases, earthquakes,
maggoty squirrels.
That water looks awful.
Jesus Christ! They've been drinking that coffee for
So,
for 40 hours on that coffee.
The pace now picks up.
The town has a TV station.
This is true.
Does Dundee have a TV station?
We used to.
Did we?
Yeah. It was if you ever knew a cunt who wanted to be involved in anything artistic, they were involved in it. You know the ones that couldn't do it, but they were always, like anyone at the DCA. Just anyone that goes to that place. It's the same thing.
Would you... If I got a snifter of the mountain was about to explode, I would have quietly left town.
Just
gone. There's a few. I noticed they're in the place. There's some Pepsi adverts and Mountain Dew adverts. They sneak that in. There's a bit of that. It's a red, white, and blue film. This, have you noticed? There's a lot of the American flag.
Very American.
They're coming together now.
If I see that a lot of American things, I always assume it's been filmed in Canada.
I don't know where this was filmed,
but it has that look to it.
They make a tactical error.
Oh.
They decide, rather than letting everyone disperse, we'll gather the entire population in a kill zone. Let's get the entire town in one building.
The town meeting.
Yeah, we can do maximum carnage if we get everybody together.
Yeah.
And the guy who's the investor's like, fuck this. He's the first one out.
That's why he's got money. He's smart. He says, get the fuck out of here. This place is going to blow up.
You just hear him running out the door, slamming the door. They're like, whoa, what's happening?
I have to say at this point, sometimes when you get a lot of extras in a film, they're a bit disjointed. Everyone's looking forward and they're all really
there's some
acting.
over-the-top shit going on.
They're really into this.
Let the death commence. I wrote a word here. I hope this goes into the when the volcano blows.
All right.
I described it as vuljaculation.
You know what? Usually I'd be disgusted by you, but you're making a good argument
vuljaculate.
Here.
Stampede. And I like it. You see shots of people getting trampled.
Don't panic. And it's like
an old thing.
Shots. They'll all just panic and start slamming into the door.
Guys slapping their wives, throwing their children out of the way, going out the windows. Absolutely brilliant.
Signs fall down. Every sign in the town must be held up with Velcro.
Every fucking thingamajig, glowy sign, what are they called? Blue stuff, neon, just
neon
crash.
Sign. Everything crashes
Custer's
down.
Last Stand, bong.
That's
the buildings immediately just
everything just crumbles straight down.
They said
church.
The church just go. Everything's now. I'm led to believe the earthquakes last for a short period of time, very intense. So if it goes, it would collapse everything. It doesn't take much on the.
That's right.
But this just rumbles like a tumble
drum. Everything just collapses. Everything.
Just they're next to a fucking volcano. Nothing's well built. It's like is a whole place like on a lot? Is it all like a set? Is it a real town?
I don't know. It kind of looked real. I think it.
But the miniature work. There's one bit you look into a collapsing hotel. And there's the bedside cabinet, and there's a little pink dildo sat in it. Adam Savage has made that, I think.
I could believe that.
A little Q-tip. He's had to paint
That's
pink.
Incredible.
Isn't it?
Did you pause it?
I did. Check if you can see it, guys. Go through it carefully.
Now, this is where we start in the film
This is when the film
starts.
Yeah.
The special effects from this moment on
Practical special effects.
Fantastic.
Practical special effects.
And they must have been huge miniatures, bigatures.
Bigatures, yep. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we? All right.
Oh, she's Paul, like, I've got to get the kids.
Paul goes Dalton, I'm sorry, I was wrong. You're right, you're handsome, I'm ugly, you're amazing. I can't even run, you sprint fast. And it's just an amazing apology.
Yeah, he does. He does. The thing is, it's like I wrote, damn those huge American cars. They had little European numbers, but everybody's got huge 4x4s, and they're just everybody's just crashing. Everybody basically dies in the first 5 minutes.
It's not a good escape plan.
I think it was the Dundee concrete suppliers that built.
They built those roads going out.
Do you know? I wrote Vulcan God of Fire because this reminded me. I produced and starred in a school play when I was a kid called Vulcan God of Fire, and I had
you were a dork.
I had a costume that was made out of crepe paper,
right?
And I had a wind machine,
Are you secretly glorious?
There's no footage of it exists.
Oh, I would love that.
It featured drums,
right?
Because of the boom boom Vulcan God of Fire.
Did you have a song?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I wrote here, crepe paper, the performance of a lifetime.
Okay.
Hey, I like the poignant kid suicide note. They're like, sorry, mummy, I know we're going to get in trouble. We're off to die with grandma now.
Yeah. Fucking kids. That would have been our way out.
Everyone is fucking suicidal. It's mental. He takes his 4x4 into the water. She's like, it starts filling water. He's going, don't worry, it's got a snorkel.
It's got a snorkel.
This rig can take it.
It's great if you're drowning and your engine's still running. You idiot.
I love it. Everybody's in the water. There's cars bobbling about. You see people like, Arr!
Yeah.
The helicopter pilot buys it. He's taken off the town council
in the dust,
and the investor
in the ash.
And Paul's like that. He can't take off the dust. No! Smash, crash. Boom. And it almost kills Dalton.
Yeah.
You
would think all this was happening in one small area.
But everything falls down and then immediately blows up. They're storing a lot of chemicals.
I've put every building in town spontaneously explodes because you need explosions.
You see a poor guy putting petrol in the car, the petrol station explodes. He explodes.
Yeah, everything goes.
The capitalists die well. It's the end of the capitalist dream.
Oh, that's sad.
And Grandma, what was she doing? She thought, no, the mountain won't hurt me. She was just up there waiting to die.
Yeah, she was waiting
silly
to die.
Old bat.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
No one's wearing masks in this film either.
That's a very good point. Landslide. They're driving up. They can't go back. They're heading to certain
death.
The
road's gone.
Certain death.
Oh, it's a good way of getting rid of unwanted family members, a volcano.
What, if you just sort of stab them and go, it was terrible.
This volcano's gone. She's just cleared her throat. She hasn't started to sing yet. Shut up.
I didn't like that line.
The whole team are suicidal. Like, we should get out here. No, we're hanging about for the big show.
We're staying.
Why?
They all want to die gloriously. Now there's lava.
Oh, the lava's wonderful.
Lava. The lava's good.
How did they make? Is it jam?
I don't know, but the lava... I've heard that people say the lava doesn't go that fast, but I've seen video of lava.
I've seen lava going
along,
like fuck, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. The poor... They get the granny. The granny's alive. She just stumbles out like she's been making rock cakes or something.
She's
what are you guys doing here?
Right.
You're going to blame me for this? Well, it is kind of your fault, you silly old bitch.
I would put it on you. You know, you put the pressure on the kids emotionally.
They get into the boat of doom. Yeah, I love the way the lava does sneak up in them.
But the lava chases them.
They're in the living room and suddenly
lava, and it through the fucking wall, and it chases them down the stairs, round the corner. But they get in the boat.
The boat of doom.
An aluminium boat.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it couldn't be wooden. It has to be aluminium.
Would aluminium? Would that protect itself against acid?
No, I don't think
aluminium
it would.
really?
I think that would.
Is it?
That would disappear in it.
But the water instantly acidifies. Is that
instantly?
And all the fish are there.
They're like,
shit. So they start going, row, row, row your boat gently down
not
the stream.
Not to scare the children.
No. First they came for the squirrels, then they came for the people, then they're after the fish.
Oh.
That's order of things.
That's the way it always happens. So, they're almost to the jetty on the other side of the water. And the motor on the
motor just rots. The propeller's gone.
It's gone.
Oh God!
What are they going to do? Dalton takes his coat off.
Is the boat going to sink? No.
He's going to take his coat off and he starts paddling, but it doesn't seem to affect his hand.
Well, he's so tanned.
It's like leather.
He's immune.
Can't do it.
Like a thick jerkin.
But Granny, she gets out the boat and she just, I'm burning.
That's like you get into a bath.
I never put cold in, and I said at this point, her arsehole must have been welded closed at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she was melted. It came and
popped into my head.
What?
Hang about, look out for suicidal Gran. She's just... They get to the jetty. They manage to save the dog. Save the fucking dog.
Save the dog.
The jetty's like collapsing. The Granny's like,
hot. I thought that was a glorious moment of her sacrifice.
Our jeans look like those jeans Polish guys wear. Kind of like stonewashed.
Stonewashed,
people pay good money for those jeans.
That was the acid that done that.
But it's just in wee holes. Surely it should have just been Donald Duck in it.
There'd just be bones hanging down.
It must sting a little. Grandma! They're like, she's okay. She's a smouldering half-body ruin.
You're all right.
Okay.
Daybreak.
Oh dear. Oh God.
Daybreak. They just go to daybreak. Now I thought, why are they going to daybreak? But realistically, they have to show off the special effects. You couldn't do that at night.
The bland carnage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dalton is carrying Grandma right over the shoulder.
Yeah, she's like,
the shite would be falling out her.
Oh yeah.
Clothes would be falling off.
Oh Christ, the smell of her.
But she's fading.
She's fading fast. But she comes to a revelation. She comes to an understanding that her son was a deadbeat.
Yeah.
So they managed to make their peace.
They make their peace.
In reality, people don't get a chance to make peace.
No,
disasters come and just your whole family disappear.
That's it.
But in Hollywood, they always have. They could take the time. We've got to get out of here. This half lady.
Even though she made peace, she was still a cunt because she goes. The little girl goes, "Grandma, you can have my lucky crystal." She goes, "I don't want that.
That's shite.
I'm fucking dying
here. You keep it.
Jesus Christ.
I've never liked you. Never liked you. I don't think you're my actual grandchild.
Rejected.
They cry enough tears to put out a volcano, Everyone's sobbing.
Oh,
The kids are sobbing. They're all sobbing.
oh, that's romantic.
The granny can't sob because her sob glands have been
Sold
melted.
up shut.
melted.
Now,
Mate, I'd love it if she was still alive. So they woke up. I'm still alive.
right,
I think I might
children.
make this.
And you could hear her go. Oh no, that's just the volcano kids.
Keep going. His plan is slightly.
Yeah. Now mud flow.
Because the floods, it's like
This the floods. You know.
That's what killed Herculaneum, wasn't it? Mud.
Was it?
Yeah.
Who's held at Herculaneum?
Vesuvius. The
Oh,
Pompeii.
right. Yeah.
I think it was a giant shitey mud sludge that got the Herculaneans.
That'll do it.
You know the folk in Pompeii were deviants.
I've heard this.
They were the sexy people. They liked the orgies and that.
Oh, I
They were
couldn't do
into the
that.
orgies and that.
The-
That was
see,
the party town.
The idea of an orgy, you go, oh, sex, that's cool, but there's other people there. Ugh,
Put you off.
I hate people.
In mirrors.
Oh,
There's often mirrors. Yeah.
the dam gets hit with tons of
That
extra
is
water.
right. How do they get like scale? The water looks like big water, but it's
It's
wee
brilliant.
water.
It's
How do you
brilliant.
do that? How
I
do you
don't
make
know.
big water? Because if you,
You can tell.
yeah, but that doesn't. That
It
looks
looks
like, but
great.
it's choppy. What do they do? Is there
I
something
don't
they
know.
put into it?
Is there something in it? Or I thought they vibrate in the water as well, so
Yeah,
the surface
you're
tension
right.
stays broken.
Mhm.
There's something happening
Because
there.
it's
that
like
makes
fire. They say you used to see.
it looks shit.
It just it looks like a matchstick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this looks great. Dalton, they need to get out of the place, out of town, because they're in town now, and the water's heading towards town.
And you've still got the ash.
He
It looks
does-
like Parmesan cheese.
It does. He does the manliest of all things. He hot wires a truck.
That means he's been a bad boy.
He's been a bad boy. Oh, you know he's been a bad boy with those eyes.
The Paul dies.
Now,
What a scene!
this death.
That's miniatures on that thing. That
That is-
cars are miniature.
He's a miniature. He's looking,
He's
and then
like-
it just cuts,
and
and,
then he goes-
it just tips.
He goes, eh!
Now, it has the Wilhelm scream, which I don't like. I think that ruined that moment. That miniature.
Oh,
is
that's the
fucking
best thing in the whole
astounding.
thing. There's little model people, and they've got them moving about, and
Oh,
it's wonderful
best
stuff.
special effects in
His-
movie
His
history.
big dumb beetroot face.
And he
I
just
hope.
he accepts his fate. He just goes, no.
Yeah.
And he goes,
No, I hope. I wish it had ended, and you just saw Paul climbing out the water, and he survived. He's like, oh fuck it.
you cunts left me.
His gingham just inflated with water, and he's just been so buoyant. He's so, you fuckers left me. Oh, Dalton.
No, the special effects on that bridge scene, whoever done them, there had to be an
I wish
Oscar or
he'd
something.
said.
That
I wish
was
Paul had
incredible.
said. He'd mouthed to them. I thought cholesterol would have seen me off, but it's going to be this fucking.
But it's the volcano.
This is better than just dying slowly
the
in a
cum
hospital.
volcano.
Cum volcano.
and you're
Voljaculate.
right, the Voljaculate. It's
Voljaculate.
very white.
Oh,
Oh.
they save. I love the bit. They're in the truck,
Yeah.
and they go, "Can you drive over the vulva?
The vulva. Oh, goodness.
Oh, God.
Oh, go on.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
The magma. No,
The
it's magma under the ground, isn't
it's
it? And lava over the
yeah.
ground. Well, you can do it because you can run over hot coals.
Yeah, but only for a few feet. It's
Yeah. The
science.
tyres are popping. Then the dog's there. I know you like
Oh, the
that dog.
dog.
It's a right scrappy little
That's
character.
a
Funny,
cracking
nice wee
dog. Yeah, I
dog,
like that dog.
It's called Ruffy.
Oh, Jesus.
Ruffy. I love dogs, as you know, but I hate the Hollywood trope. The dog's always got to survive.
Yeah, kill the dog.
People are more important than.
You would just
Yeah.
have to say, I'm sorry. I've got to.
It's like I always thought. During the nuclear war, people took to the bunkers, but you're told you can't have your pet dog in there because it's using up your oxygen. It's doing shite. Just you have to kill the dog.
Oh, God. Nah, my cat's surviving. I wouldn't give a fuck.
It would just eat you day one.
Yeah, that's fine. As
Just
long as
lie
we
in
do-
your face and suffocate you. So the TV crew are there, round out on the outskirts of Dantes Peak.
Yeah.
The vultures.
Apparently, if you stand a few feet back from Dante's Peak, you're all right.
They're 100 yards.
It doesn't take out 30 miles around it. It just takes out a few feet.
100 yards. Dalton's plan is basically to duck and cover. He's like that. We're going to have to get to the wank
shed.
bunker and drive in at speed. Like you say, the pyroclastic flow's coming behind them at pace. Don't look back!
But he gets the tracker off. He gets the tracker that was taken off the
Elf.
robot earlier on.
Elf.
It was causing it to not walk properly.
Don't forget the dog.
Don't forget the
And they're
dog.
like that. Could somebody find some rope in case Ruffy escapes? You're like, where's he going to go?
Where's he going?
Fucking
He's going to stay with you.
The best bit. So he goes and gets the device, and then gets crushed in the car, and it's like, oh,
and his clothes.
and he's still handsome.
He has an exposed bone.
A wee compound fracture. It's just crushing the life out of him.
It's great. But the flow was perfect. The explosion was perfect. I thought it all looked great. Now, this is 23 years ago. Practical effects. CGI obviously wasn't in this. They're using old techniques to make the film, and it's fucking great.
Yeah. They just don't make films like this.
The miniatures of the pyroclastic flow hitting
how have they done that?
Blowing up, everything's ripping apart. It's fucking great.
I think they've used talcum powder. No, graphite powder.
Well, that's dangerous.
I bet it's been graphite
I bet there was a lot of masks and health and safety issues there. Yeah.
So they're entombed.
That's it.
He comes out foolishly. Everyone seems to have rushed back to Dante's Peak. Have you not heard of Aftershock?
They've just went straight back.
The town's
it's all over.
And once again, they're all crammed in. There's one guy with a yellow hard hat that's just going, I think there was a local lunatic asylum. He's escaped. He's crawled out the road.
So they get Dalton.
Aye.
And he seems alright.
He's just got the bone sticking
handsome. His hair's still fucking perfect. His hair's perfect.
They've just applied with a makeup brush, a bit of dust.
And he says, Rachel's still in there. Nobody mentions the kids.
No, well, the fucking
nobody likes the kids.
No.
And then out they come. But everyone just rushes in the mine.
The dog's alive.
The dog's alive.
They found a bit of rope.
It's
embrace. There's the cheering, and they have a right snog.
Yeah, with an exposed bone.
Aye. I wouldn't be romantic.
I'm sure his bone was exposed. Where are we now?
He goes, Paul, he didn't make it, but he got to see the big show. Oh, yeah. That's what he's thinking. He was getting smashed in a million pieces
in the water.
Drowned, impaled. And that's it.
That's it.
Here's a theory I have.
That is it.
I know.
I
have a theory. When he's getting crushed, he's dying.
Yeah.
He dies. Dalton dies. So all the rescue bits, just his imagination, his dying moments, he thinks he makes it.
Because it's meant to be in the last few seconds. It can make you last forever.
Everybody's too happy.
Everyone's happy.
That's not real. It's not real. He died. He was crushed. He was horrific. The thing is, the pyroclastic flow would have sucked all the oxygen out of there, and they would have cooked.
Now that's what happened in Mount St Helens. People around it suffocated.
Well, when the fire bombed Tokyo, I think it burns, and you're in a bunker. You still die.
You still die.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they die.
Oh,
that's a better ending. They just all die.
Well, that was depressing.
And then it should have just panned back, and then all you see is spider legs leading Ruffy the dog.
That would have been a better ending. Now,
who are you?
Well, obviously Dalton, because of my smouldering eyes.
Yeah, you could be Dalton. You can hotwire a car.
I can do it. Well,
you're
a bus.
Very sexually plugged up.
I have a tremendous plug.
Makes me limp. There's a plug in you like a piece of chalk. Teacher's chalk. I think I'm Paul. Bullheaded.
No.
I'm Paul.
No. I put you as grandma because I could see you sacrificing yourself to avoid a long walk.
I've got a better skin covering. I might make it a wee bit further. Ooh. Could you just grease yourself? Can people swim the channel?
The channel with a bit of like lard on them.
Lard, just get some lard all over.
I don't know
themselves.
how acid feels about lard. I don't think it really sees it as a barrier.
Grease
cream.
would have stopped it. I think so.
Well, that's good
what
advice
kind of
for anyone
acid
listening.
Is it sulfuric acid?
It would be, I think.
They should have been more specific on
I think it would be sulfuric.
I think it's uric.
Eggs.
I think it's uric acid.
That'll. Well, I don't know. Does grease stop that? You would know.
Yeah, well, the parties I attend, it just slippers right off me.
Oh, I would give this in Guffs.
Oh God,
6.
No, I actually agree with you.
The script is fucking dross.
The stuff with Piers Morgan interacting with the children.
Piers Morgan?
Piers Brosnan. Well, that would have been a different
That's
film.
a different film.
He wouldn't have. Yeah.
He's not smouldering.
He doesn't
No,
smoulder.
he doesn't.
A gamine.
I
meaty.
felt this really shows up that Piers Brosnan cannot act.
He's not about
cannot act.
No, but I've seen him in later stuff as an older geezer.
No. When he's old and crusty.
Yeah, he's good.
But he still knew he had his
What's
looks
that
at this
film he's
age?
in with Liam Neeson? And he's just got a big fucking knife.
Fuck, I don't know.
Falls.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Wonderful film.
Is it good?
But he's got the Towser in it and stuff.
But now he's got a big grey beard.
Yeah.
And now
he's
puts
grown
the time
into
it. Yeah. But he couldn't act when he was young because he still knew he was a pretty boy.
Well, the thing is, he kind of...
It's like me now. I can't act because of the looks.
He got fame later in life.
Mm-hmm.
Bond was the thing that made him, and he must have been damn near 40 then, was he?
I think he was older than that.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just too much of the it's just carnage. That's what we're there to see. Things getting destroyed. Too much.
So the script was terrible. The interaction with the children ruined it.
Yeah.
But the special effects.
The special effects.
6. Yeah. Linda Hamilton's fine. I thought she played it well. I thought she was okay.
Yeah.
But the special effects, if anyone hasn't seen this... They should have
just got rid of Pierce.
Yeah.
Pierce. And just had it the mayor rescuing the town.
That would have been fine.
So tough girl Linda Hamilton from Terminator 2.
No. Single mother. She's just trying to get by. She tried to help the town.
She gets tough.
She does. She saves the town.
Yeah.
All the other people in the council says, you can't save this town. They actually said it to her. But she does save the town. This is fucking the patriarchy once again, bringing in a man to ruin it for everyone.
Yeah.
I would have loved if it was Linda Hamilton saving the town.
The good thing about Dante's Peak, it's been slate wiped clean.
Yeah.
The volcanoes,
dodgy history,
the ejaculations happened. Yeah. All the hard drives are gone for people's houses.
Wonderful.
The ejaculations happened. That's flattened itself.
Yeah.
A lot of real estate now.
Oh.
And the thing about Ash, what happens? Very fertile ground.
You could plant like a lot of weed.
That's what I was going to say. I was watching a thing. Jim Belushi's now a weed farmer, and it's legalised.
Everyone's becoming a weed farmer. Isn't Mike Tyson a weed farmer as well?
Yeah. CBD man.
CBD.
Yeah, no, it's better than Volcano.
Oh, it's better than Volcano, and the special effects are better than Star Wars.
It's good, I suppose, because it's in a wee town and it's not like the White House getting destroyed or like the Eiffel Tower.
I like when there's a story in a film where there's been a small crime. And then the people have to really get in, and you dig up all these weird stories. I love that. It's when you've got to save the world. You've got to. Yeah. I hate all that.
Save your family, man.
I like it because
best bit in it is the melting granny.
The melting granny's wonderful. Mars! Oh, my roids are killing me. They're the thinnest skin.
It's like
right through your roids.
Like Whitney Houston. It's just awful.
Jesus Christ. Whitney Houston suit. So 6 Guffs. I could highly recommend this.
The thing is, I watched this film like 2 weeks ago and I watched it again. This has been happening.
Oh, you shouldn't just watch things when they come out on Netflix.
No, I should wait a week. Yeah. Pierce.
Oh, Linda. I thought it was wonderful for the special effects.
Ruffy the dog. As long as Ruffy
That's a bunny dog.
It's nice.
It's a lovely dog.
It's a Heinz variety.
Yeah, best kind.
It's a one you would take from the pound.
Now at this point I'd usually play the music, but I don't have any.
You managed to fuck that up.
I did. Sorry. It'll be there for our next recording. So thank you for joining us.
It feels a bit, I don't know.
We're ending like the film does.
Bloodless, yeah.
Well,
you should play that bit at the end of the Hulk. Remember the music for the Hulk?
Yeah. Oh, that's sad. Sad.
I wonder what film we'll watch next.
You say this every time, and then you come up with no idea, and I've got to send you something over the weekend
I'm
at the last
try
minute.
This time.
You try and find something. Make sure it's on Netflix because we can never find
them. You try
and
make us watch Condor Man.
But the Condor Man, this is one of our patrons.
Who likes Condor Man?
I'm not going to say who because you're going to start attacking them, and then I'll attack them on Twitter.
If it's Andrew.
No, it's not Andrew. And I can't find Condor Man. I'll have to buy it.
There's that film, Hudson Hawk.
Oh, I'm not watching
that.
No.
Not watching it.
We'll try and get maybe... I don't know when we'll get it, but we will be doing Condor Man at some point. Whether you like it or not.
You'll be fucking doing Condor. I'm going to take a wee sabbatical for that.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Guys, you keep washing your balls, guys.
Wash your balls.
Because a film's more enjoyable when you've got a right, fresh, clean pair of balls. When you know.
This is why we can't have nice things.
It raises the senses.
Laters.
You taste better.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Goodbye from Dante's Peak.
Oh.
Dante's Peak.
No, listen, we are really fading now because you've got no music to play you out.
Dundee's Peak.
Just end it, man.